The militant group, known as the Baloch Liberation Army, had attacked the train which had been carrying around 450 people.
Another day, another bloody attack in Balochistan.
फिर लंचर थे ऐसे धमाके थे कि बस अल्लाह ने बचा दिया.
This one is different though.
मैं इतना देखना नहीं चाह रहा था क्योंकि मैं अपनी और अपने बच्चों की जान बचाने के लिए मैंने फौरन देखा पीछे.
A news that shook the world and stunned Pakistan.
Among the hostages include active duty personnel from the ISI, ATF and the military who were on the train.
An entire train was hijacked. 33 insurgents were killed. 21 passengers murdered. Several Pakistani soldiers killed in action. This was one of the biggest attacks by the Balochistan Liberation Army in years. As shocking videos emerge,
And right then, a blast takes place. This is the exact moment when the train was hijacked by the Baloch Liberation Army.
a big question remains. Who is to blame for the wanton loss of lives? Could it be Jinnah and his betrayal? It's a story of politics, of friendship, promises, and betrayal. A story almost synonymous with everything India-Pakistan. Islamabad terms them terrorists. They call themselves a liberation army. Freedom fighters, insurgents, militants, rebels, and a host of other names have been used for the BLA. But who exactly are they?
BLA is defending the motherland and the resources of the Baloch people, whereas Pakistan and China, they are trying to exploit the Baloch wealth.
To put it simply, it is difficult to bracket them all into the Baloch category. Reports have emerged that even Sindhi insurgents were a part of the attack on Jafar Express. But that is besides the point for now. Up until 2018, the Balochistan Liberation War was a scattered effort. For years, tribes across the sparsely populated Balochistan region of Pakistan have waged a war against the government. Then, things changed. Now it's hard to say who to credit for this. It's another shadowy figure leading a rebellion. But what they have managed to do is unite the Baloch tribes and take on the Pakistani government in a more coordinated effort. Since the seeming convergence of tribes that have historically fought even each other, Pakistan's Balochistan has been a bloody battlefield. However, if we were to pin the blame of the crisis on one man, it could be Jinnah. Yes, the same Muhammad Ali Jinnah, also known as the father of the nation of Pakistan. To understand the battle for Balochistan, it is important that we know about its geography.
Balochistan borders Iran and Afghanistan and has seen years of insurgencies, with separatist groups demanding greater autonomy from the government and a greater share of their natural resources. Relatives and rescued passengers have expressed anger towards the government and its handling of the crisis with the rebels. Only last year, the Interior Ministry claimed the militant group was not a threat.
But for now, back to its history. After the partition of India, Balochistan remained independent of Pakistan up until March 1948. At the time, it was known as Kalat, and the Khan of Kalat, Mir Ahmad R. Khan, signed a friendship treaty with the then government in Islamabad. The Khan of Kalat was no ruler. However, his word was law for most of the regions. But the tribal groups in Balochistan have always had a lust for independence. In fact, even in the British Raj, the Treaty of 1876 allowed for Balochistan's internal autonomy, free from English influence. Then, on August 4, 1947, a meeting in Delhi ensured Balochistan would remain free. Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah met and agreed to let Balochistan be. But here's where it starts getting complicated. Let's rewind. Remember, Jinnah was many things, one of which was a learned barrister. So in 1946, the Khan of Kalat had engaged the services of this seemingly forward-thinking lawyer to argue his case in front of the British Crown. A move that went on to cost Balochistan much more than whatever Jinnah's fees could have been. Back to 1947. The Viceroy's meeting had given relief to Balochistan, albeit briefly. The Khan was under the impression that seized Baloch territories would be returned once the British left. Then came the first betrayal. In September of 1947, the Englishman decided Kalat was in no position to be handling international responsibilities, and thus was sounded the death knell of independence. It was also what exactly Pakistan had wanted. A month later, when the Khan of Kalat visited Pakistan, he was not met by the Governor General or the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Islamabad sent out a clear message to Balochistan by ignoring the basic diplomatic traditions. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Jinnah had been pestering the Khan to merge with Pakistan. To his credit, the Khan of Kalat stood strong and refused. He even ordered reorganization of the Balochistan's army, clearly preparing to go for war if needed. In December 1947, the British government officially refused to help the Baloch government with arms or any other help. Once again, what Pakistan had wanted. Then, as the Khan tried uniting the tribal leaders under one banner, Jinnah announced the separation of Karan, Las Bela and Mekran in March 1948. Kalat virtually stood alone. On March 26, 1948, the Pakistan military began occupying Balochistan. The Khan was pressured by other tribal and political leaders to join Pakistan. After 227 days of freedom, the Khan of Kalat officially signed an agreement with Pakistan. Balochistan was free no more, but the sentiment remains, as evident in the spike in bloody war in the region in the recent past.